Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. They'll try here with Miller, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd, and he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They start on the ground with Elliott. And some room to work. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So the D-line's going to spread out. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. first down. Prescott. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this one's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Let's go! Detroit!
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. To go here in the 1st half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Meanwhile, up in Green Bay, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a give. It's Michael. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The give is to Elliott. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he motions the wide receiver. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 2nd down, Trubisky to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Meanwhile, up in Green Bay, and that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. 10th carry now for Elliott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. That goes for a gain of 31. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Daniel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Play clock winding down. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
right, here we go. 3-19.
Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Detroit, back 99 Philly, here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And some space here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go. Good.
On first down, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Prescott on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Now it's Trubisky. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Good, good. All right, let's make it 56. Boom, make it 56. Boom.
Here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9,
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Final minute now of the third quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott down. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Prescott flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 19. Over.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Here we go. 96.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Fighting through. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I got 19. I got
Trubisky will throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they're operating in the red zone. Now Trubisky on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Prescott to throw this time. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2 minutes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing, Prescott being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Room here to run. And he is knocked down from the side at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. toss play, Howard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 3-19. 3 gun.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andrew Billings in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. A second down throw for Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that leads to a Dallas first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done. And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
A give to Howard running left. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they'll get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Getting, yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo!